Alright, here we go. I've got a recipe off of the internet that a buddy of mine sent to me. So it's these stuffed hamburger things, but it's really not a hamburger. You'll see kind of how that, well, it is hamburger, but it's not a patty, so to speak. I guess you could eat it that way, but they're really thick. It's more of like a stuffed hamburger meat bowl type deal. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out with some lean ground beef. I use these McCormick Grill Mates mesquite marinade. I like that. I'm going to throw all that meat in that bowl along with a quarter cup of water and a quarter cup of oil. I backed off a little bit of that since I'm going to be using that in the meat itself, and then this is the seasoning. So I'm going to mix all that stuff up and throw that back in the refrigerator and let that sit while I start cutting up all the veggies and things like that. So I've got my marinade in my meat really good, so I'm going to let that sit for quite some time. So I'll probably, the video said that the meat needs to be really cold, so I'm probably going to put it in the freezer for a little bit and then just put it back in the refrigerator. So it's not going to be sitting in there too long anyway, but I want to let it get really good and cold and let it soak up this marinade really good. I cut up some vegetables here. I got some fresh mushrooms that I sliced up a little bit here. I've got a little bit of a Roma tomato right here. Got some bell peppers, got a yellow onion, and then I've got some small jalapeno pepper. Frying up some bacon to put in my little hamburger bowl. Looks like some good stuff. Smells really good. Alright, I fried up some thick cut bacon and crumbled it up right there. That's a little bit of smoked turkey. This is what the bell peppers, mushrooms, jalapeno, onions. I put some butter in the pan of a skillet, left a little bit of the bacon grease, and did a little stir fry, and that's going to go in Carol's burger, so it looks pretty good. Got some sharp cheddar cheese. We'll put a little bit of butter in there. I've got some green beans and almonds going. I got some mashed potatoes frying up, so it's time to form the patties. Alright, I'm going to try this hands-free. Here's my hamburger meat. It's marinated. Gosh, man, it smells good. It's that McCormick Grill Mate, some real good stuff. So I've got 2 pounds of meat here, and so what I'm going to do is separate it out into three balls, and then I'll go from there. So anyway, I'll push this down in there real good, and then I'm going to form my up on the can like this. This is my first time to do this, so it may take me a while to perfect it. So anyway, kind of work it up a little bit and get it up on the can real good. Alright, here we go. I'll put that on there real good. Take another piece. It right there and stretch it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it stretches. Alright, there's one right there. Now I'm going to take this can and work it out. Oh, that caused a suction. That's pretty good. That's not bad. It's not quite like what I thought it was going to be, but it's enough. Here's what my bowls turned out like. A couple of them turned out pretty good. Looks pretty good. They're pretty tall up there. This one's questionable right there, but anyway, we'll give it a roll. But that's what it looks like. I'm getting ready to stuff them, and I'll show you what that looks like. And I've got the grill on, so I'm letting it warm up, and then we'll go from there. This is what they look like. Of course, you got Carol's over here because it's got a bunch of onions and bell peppers, jalapenos, mushrooms. I've got some cheese. I put a little bit of barbecue sauce down in there. Looks really, really good. And then these over here have smoked turkey and bacon and barbecue sauce and cheese in them. So those are going to be mine. So, or at least one of them. They look massive. So off to the grill. We are outside. I sprayed a little non-stick. It said indirect heat, so I've got these two burners over here on, and they're on high right now. He said to cook them for an hour at 300, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me throw those on, and I'll take another snapshot of what that looks like. All right, so far everything's gone just like they said on the video. So here we go, 300 for an hour. Stay tuned. All right, you can see where I'm maintaining a little over 300 degrees out here. I came out here about halfway done, and I wasn't very happy with the progress. So what I did is I initially had these two burners on and these two off. So I thought, well, shoot, if I want indirect heat and even cook, so I turned this burner on, this one off, the two middle ones off, and then the two on the sides on, and I think they're going to cook a little more evenly. So we're about halfway done. That's pretty steady, like 325 is what I cooked them at, not because I wanted to, but just because that's kind of what my girl did. So I had both side burners on. I had them on low in the beginning, then I turned them on high, and then I turned off the two inside. So this is what I'm looking at here right now. So they look and smell like they are done. I have to pull these things off and let me check them out. This is what they look like inside. They look pretty done. So here's the one with all the bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, all kinds of stuff. These are all, the other two have smoked turkey, bacon, and cheese, and barbecue sauce in them. Alright, I can't wait to cut into these things. Alright, here's the finished. Had to cook it a little bit longer. Didn't think it was quite done at an hour. So this is what it is. I haven't cut into it yet, so you're seeing it for the first time here. So let me just go ahead and so this one right here's got bacon and smoked turkey and cheese and barbecue sauce in it. So, and it is cooked all the way through and through. So it looks really good.